Good evening. It's been a little bit. I know I wasn't on last week. I was so tired. I'm pretty sure I went to bed ridiculously early last week. So, trying to be consistent. It didn't happen last week. We'll try to keep it up. So, I think today I'm going to continue focusing on some side quests because there are a lot of them. So I'm thinking maybe 2 side quests and then one of the main quests will be my focus or my plan for today. See if I can recap last week. I'm pretty sure I did, or 2 weeks ago, last episode. We did a couple of side quests, which brought us back to this little village. This funny little village is originally natives living here, and then the Bridge Alliance, I believe. Nope, that's not right. But the religious folks came and started living amongst them. Effort to not colonize, but convert them. And it's had somewhat mixed results. They're doing the theological conflicts. Oh, yes, the theologians went off into... We returned the tablets from some disgruntled former members of the camp, or of the natives who lived here. And once we did that, the people here studied them or whatever, went off in search of something, and then they got stranded in the swamps. One of them made it back, this brother Fidelis, to go find the theologians' camp. Rescue these poor religious fools. Not fools. Maybe fools. And along for the ride today I have Siora because we're dealing with the natives, and I've got Father Petrus because we're dealing with Teleme. Oh, where? Oh, hey. Oh, we're not going to the same swamp that we had been at. Okay. We're heading out of this zone. Fair enough. keep looting all of these things. I should one of these days really figure out the crafting in here. Sure, it's super beneficial. Hey Nate, how's it going? I'd wave back, but I need my hand on the keys and a hand on the mouse, so. I think you need your hands to not run into Joe all the time. Hee hee, teasing. Oh, we made a mess of that. These guys are everywhere. There's no hope for you, Nate. There's plenty of hope. Ooh, unexplored area? Should go explore it. Nope, tab. Oh. I might just need to unbind that caps button. There's really no need to have both the space bar and the caps be a pause button. That caps keeps getting in my way. Oh, can't go this way. They said no. Put a big old tree in the way. Huh? Ooh. Father Petrus, your rings are potent. Did she have rings? Did she have rings? Yeah. Oh, we'll be bold. Jeez, what? Good thing I drank that at the end of that fight. Oh, I see. I'm not seeing danger here, but here it is. Here they are. Ooh. I can't place a trap. That. Yeah, elemental trap. Well, not that doing traps does any good. There we go. No point putting these traps down because they never walk over them. But it worked out that time. Heading from Tier Dub, the Blacklands, to Bedvilvi. Here, we'll go to the Swamp Sanctuary camp. Speak with Father Petrus and with Ziora. Not talking to Father Petrus about his next section of his side quest yet. Get here and there's a chest to be looted. How about that? Gonna have to go out and to the left and immediately to the left again.
I do not remember there being a path in this place the last time we came.
You're perfectly right, my child. This passage must have been cleared by the expedition. We should follow it.
I legit don't remember being here at all last time. Uh-oh. Missionaries. That that's still gonna be a better ring. Okay. Run over the missionary. Big deal. You alright? Still the best. But it's flaming. Yeah, you can keep the flaming weapon.
All I did was bring you to the place suggested by the tablets. I had no way of knowing.
Really? But I did warn you. You just wanted to have it your way. Someone so foolish and thoughtless should not be supervising an expedition.
How dare you!
It looks like we're right on time. If we do not intervene, they're sure to gut each other.
How can you call yourself a man of faith when you turn your back?
Hey, what's happening here? I could hear you from miles away.
Your Excellency, I'm so happy to see you. You arrived right on time to settle this matter.
How did you manage to find us in the middle of this swamp?
Brother Fidelis managed to reach Eden. He's the one who told us where your camp was.
But he didn't leave alone. What happened to Father Orbricus, who was accompanying him?
He must be dead like our other companions. This is all your fault. This is yet more proof that you are not fit to lead such a team. I should be the one in charge.
Maybe you should calm down and explain to me what's happening here.
This expedition was undertaken with no concern for common sense. We are not equipped to explore this type of place. Our people are disappearing, and all we have found are some falsified writings.
Brother Virgil is terrified, which probably explains why he is being so disingenuous. We have made incredible discoveries, and we could find more.
You are beyond redemption. I won't waste another second talking to you. If you want to talk to me, Your Excellency, it will have to be without her.
How charming.
Oh! How charming, how mature, I think is what you mean. Alright, since she is the leader of the expedition, we'll start with her. Nope, put your weapon away. Put it away.
Your Excellency, I hope you will forgive us for that scene. My relations with Virgil have always been difficult, but ever since we arrived here, it has been unbearable. I'm afraid we may need an arbiter.
Before anything else, I need to know what has led to this situation between you.
What would you like to know?
For what reason were you quarreling?
The expedition itself, I'm afraid. Virgil was always against it, especially under my supervision. For him, our discoveries in Eden were sufficient. They confirmed what he wanted. The rest did not matter. According to him, we should never have continued. And when we found new tablets, it became even worse.
Were they also written by Saint Matthias?
Without a doubt. The handwriting is the same. There are also some patterns, some islander symbols. It's fascinating. But what really angers Virgil is the content we managed to decipher. Our founder explains that he learned a lot from the islanders, something our brother cannot accept. He now persists in saying that these tablets are fake, forged by the natives themselves.
Brother Fidelis told me that several members of the expedition have disappeared.
Yes, that's why he left along with Father Orbricus to fetch some help. 3 more of our colleagues are missing. And I'm not even talking about the ones who fell ill. I must admit that I underestimated the hardships we would encounter. I made a mistake. I should have prepared this expedition more thoroughly. But Virgil's being disingenuous does not help.
And no one has searched for those who are missing.
I wanted us to search for them, but someone later convinced me that it presented too much of a risk. Along with lack of preparation, our constantly decreasing number, and creatures swarming the area.
And by someone, I suppose you mean Brother Virgil.
Indeed.
I'm thankful for these pieces of information. But you understand that I will also have to talk to Brother Virgil.
Of course, that's understandable. You must hear us both before you can make a decision.
About what? How best to go about dealing with this train wreck, or what?
Brother Virgil,
What do you want?
can you explain to me what caused such a quarrel?
The reason for it is very simple. It is Eugenia's folly. This woman should never have been the supervisor of our team. The discoveries made in Eden were sufficient, but no. She didn't want to stop the research. She organized this expedition in a hurry, without taking elementary precautions, and now she's accepting as facts the delirious writings we discovered on these tablets, without doubting them for even 1 second.
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets, allegedly written by Saint Matthias, but their content is so absurd that they were obviously forged. I am certain that the natives must have found these stones before us and modified their content.
How would they have done that? The natives cannot write.
They must have been helped by an unscrupulous settler. How would I know?
Brother Fidelis told me that some of your colleagues went missing. Do you know anything about this?
They did not go missing. They were killed. It was the wild beasts, the diseases, and let's not forget the savages. We can feel their presence, roaming around the camp at night. I am certain that they are responsible for the death of our colleagues.
That's strange. There aren't many villages around here.
There aren't any. There are a few hermits, but they are not fighters. And they have better things to do than roam around their camp at night.
We've been in this region before, and the only native we met was a little insane, but would have been incapable of killing several priests.
Those savages may very well have been following us since our departure. We will not be safe on this island until it is entirely converted.
I see. So, you haven't tried to find your colleagues?
So we can die as well. I am not as crazy as Sister Eugenia.
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now. And in any case, it is not what matters the most. Even if you think they are dead, we have to try finding your colleagues.
Well, if you are prepared to take such a risk, I can only commend you for your bravery and wish you luck. But I would not get my hopes up. You should start by searching the excavation site. To get there, take the path south of here. But be careful. The creatures that roam the area are ruthless.
For a man so afraid of going, I really don't know that I want to take his advice on where to start.
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
That is unlikely. Look, my child. The wound is located at the back of the skull. I regret to say that in my opinion, he was struck from behind. With a mace, most likely.
Do not have the required. Do I have any clothes that have science? How am I on here? Balance. No science. Bad day. No. Oh, not good. Not good. Well, these are big. And those are kind of ugly. I have throw a poison. Oh, that didn't make it. Try it again. Oh, yeah, I have coatings I can put on. Elemental coating? Sure. This one cannot be coated. Of course it can't. Why not? Throw another poison bomb. Yeah! Well, there's so many. Oh.
This poor soul was almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animals. Even so, this wound looks different from the others. It looks like a knife wound.
You're right. He was stabbed before being fed to the animals. But anyone could have used such a blade.
think I owe it to myself to get a fancy new hat. But it's not just about the fancy new hat, it's gotta, like, do something for me. Well, the hats that I've come across so far don't give me anything better than this plain Jane hat. Whoop, okay. Ooh, that doesn't do jack. Okay. No! Well, that's no good.
These fang marks are impressive. The poor man didn't have a chance. He must have been attacked by a large reptile. Most likely a Llewellyn. But what was he doing alone, so far from the camp? It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
The deaths of these people were a deception. Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to do such a thing. They kill each other and accuse my people. This Virgil, he wants to push aside this woman at all cost. He must be the culprit.
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation.
Yeah. And we're gonna believe what he says. Oh, and camp is just on the other side of that rock. It wasn't that far away from camp. Come on, Siora, you can do it. Yeah. Oh. Well.
Brother Virgil.
Your Excellency, weren't you supposed to be looking for our colleagues?
Indeed. I regret to say that they are indeed all dead.
I knew it. What a waste. Eugenia and her recklessness are to blame for this.
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this. These deaths are not accidental, and yet they were disguised as such.
The savages. Their thirst for blood is unquenchable. I knew we should never have come without an escort.
Watch your tongue, priest. Our people have no need to hide when they protect their land. Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to disguise a death.
Who else could it be?
Someone who desperately wanted this expedition to fail. Does that remind you of anyone?
Fine. You unmasked me. But know that my cause is righteous. The Ordo Luminis sent me to keep an eye on this expedition, to ensure that the discoveries we made would not jeopardize our nation or our presence on this island. But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy, a dangerous manipulation. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said that our founder listened to the teachings of the natives? But even then, foolish Eugenia accepted these discoveries as truth, without any hesitation, without realizing that our entire nation could suffer because of it. So yes, I wanted to scare her.
I understand that you might want to protect your nation, but to go as far as assassinating several of your colleagues...
Come now. What would you do if someone were threatening the congregation? You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing to kill. You may have already done so. But since you want to avoid using violence, help me convince Eugenia to go back to Eden. My colleagues and I know how to sort through these discoveries. And you will be rewarded, of course.
This Renaigse tried to blame my people for these crimes. The priests would have wanted to punish them, and innocent people would have died. He must answer for his treachery.
It is undeniable that these discoveries could cause a great upset in Taleme. But he has no right to decide what should be revealed or not. On this island, Cornelia should be the one to decide. Be careful with your accusations, though. Eugenia and her colleagues are on edge. We wouldn't want them to start killing each other.
No, it wouldn't. It would make everything so much easier. I can order him to leave the expedition, reveal what happened to everyone, or accept the gold and take his side. That's 100 gold coins. Well, I think I'm good on gold, so we're not gonna side with him. Just ordering him to leave the expedition isn't really going to solve anything. Nope. Communication, man. You gotta tell everybody what's going on.
It seems to me that all members of this expedition are concerned. They should decide on what to do next.
Oh, I just lost... But why, though? Oh, whatever. Lost one reputation with Father Petrus. Oh, well.
Everybody listen. Alas, I must inform you that I found the dead bodies of your missing colleagues.
How awful. What happened to them?
Someone wanted us to believe that they were killed by some swamp animals. But it was all staged. Your colleagues were murdered, and their bodies abandoned to the creatures.
What? But why do such a thing? And who murdered them?
Brother Virgil confessed to his crimes in front of me.
Monster! You will pay for these crimes. These people you killed were our brothers, our friends.
You stupid goose. You really believe that I will let you pass judgment on me? You shouldn't have been so quick to accept these lies that could destroy our nation. And want to reveal them for all to hear. You are solely responsible for these deaths.
How dare you present yourself as the protector of our nation? Murderer!
Oh, yep, here we go. Bang!
Do you think you can force a woman off?
Let's see who the
Wrong. Everything. Get somebody up there. Elemental resistance medal. Am I able to wear that? Siora. what she's already wearing. Is that a good helmet for you, Petrus? Nope.
I'm sorry, sister. Brother Virgil fled during the battle.
The coward. And naturally, his accomplices fled along with him. What a waste. So many people died.
Perhaps I shouldn't have revealed his crimes in front of everyone, but I thought it was the best way of ensuring he would be judged.
Considering how high tensions have been these last few days, a fight was inevitable, alas. But you did what you thought was fair. Here, take this. As a token of gratitude for shedding light on these dismal events. Alas, we will have to go back to Eden as well. There are too few of us to continue the research.
Were you hoping to discover more?
Of course. This place was but a single step in St. Matthias's journey. The last tablets speak of a journey northbound, further up in the swamp. But even if Virgil is no longer a threat, we are not sufficiently well equipped to go there.
We could go there for you if you wish. You just have to tell us where to look.
That would be marvelous. Of course, you would have to start from the excavation site where he wrote this. I think I noticed a path going north when I was there, actually. Look for any traces of life. Perhaps you will be lucky enough to find more of his writings. That would be fantastic.
Don't worry. I will conduct this research and come find you here if I uncover anything.
That's the important stuff that I need to be dealing with right now.
I need to speak with you, my child.
Yes, Petrus. What is it?
I've come up with a plan to put what we've learned about the Mother Cardinal to use.
Do tell.
You will have to take part in a fight in the arena, and we must make sure that the odds are high. To do this, you'll have to face a champion. This will lure her in.
That would effectively raise the odds. But the risk is they'll bet against me.
That may be the case, but the highest bets are based on the exact time of the defeat.
I see. We are going to make the Mother Cardinal believe that I will lose at a specific time.
And by doing so, you'll win something bigger than a fight.
This'll make her lose a considerable amount.
Exactly. I've even taken measures to make sure her usual moneylender is unavailable. Without knowing it, she will come to me looking for gold in order to place her bet.
And she will be at our mercy. Is this how you settle scores in Ptolemy?
This is how all scores are settled, my child. Or on the battlefield. But that's much dirtier. So, what do you say?
It's a complicated plan, but an effective one. Let's put it in motion.
Let's go back to the St. Matthias bookmaker. Your skills seem to interest him.
You're on. Swap her out. No, Kurt or Vasco. Or Afra. Can't help it. I like Vasco more. Cool. I have a sword that only I can use. Or I just can't use it yet. Eh. I use this. Ability 5. Nope, that's strength 3. This one. Strength 4 and I can't. I don't know what Petrus is doing. Why is he like sneaking closer to me? I don't know what he's doing. Still doing it. There he goes off again. I have so many gloves. Okay, on we go. I break all those spare clothes down. No, there's not that I've been able to see. I do crafting. That cannot be upgraded. Wood and steel hammer or handle do 20 physical damage. An ash handle does 8% stun. Steel handle generates fury 2%. Turned wooden handle gives armor damage 10. Eventually, when I have crafting level 2, engraved steel handle with 20 physical damage and 2% fury generation. Engraved and studded steel handle, physical damage 40 and fury generation 2%. Oaken steel handle 40 physical damage. Ornate blue stained steel handle 60 physical damage. Reinforced ash handle 16% stun. My voice is kind of far away. No, I'm probably just talking kind of quiet. Let's see. Reinforced steel handle has a 24% stun. A wrought steel handle has a 20% armor damage. And a reinforced wrought steel handle is 30 armor damage. That's not as good as the 60 physical damage. Yeah, I like that one. Need to be crafting level 3. That would be the shaft. The pommel. I could... Flat pommel, 10 armor damage. Elegant elongated pommel, 20 damage. Large steel pommel, 8% stun. Small round pommel, 2% fury generation. That into stuff I can't do yet. 8% stun and 2% fury generation. 16% stun, 2% fury generation. Now it just goes on and on and on. Do the wood and steel handle, 20 physical damage. Or the ash handle with the 8% stun. That's kind of nice. Yeah, we'll upgrade that one. Okay. And the pommel. We'll do the fury generation on this one. Upgrade. Yes. Oh, but I can recycle them if I decide I want to upgrade again, it looks like. Recycle small round pommel, chance of collecting components, crude iron ore, 50%. Oh, nope, we're good. I can't upgrade the hammer. That is now upgraded. There's no upgrade for the ring. How about for my guns? Ooh, yes. Stock. do a metal grip. Ooh. 10 armor damage. Steel reinforced grip is 2% fury generation. Grip with silver inlay is 8% stun. And the cherry wood grip is 20 physical damage. Armor damage is super useful. Stun is at 472%. But it could be 480%. I like that. Okay. The talisman grants +1 vigor. Sacred scroll is also +1 vigor. Flask pouch is +1 science. The lock pouch is +1 lock picking. Ooh. Let's do the +1 science. That would have been super useful last time. Shoulders. I'm out of iron. Spalder is 4 armor, 8% balance. Round Spalder is 10 armor, 2% balance. Steel Spalder is 8 armor, 4% balance. Sturdy Spalder is 6 armor, 6 balance. Breastplate also needs iron. Armor balance, armor balance, armor balance, armor balance. So it's just variations on how much armor balance for those. Okay. Why do they all take? Ugh. Everything seems to take the iron. But I don't want iron. Or I don't want to use stuff that takes iron. Okay, well, cool. Yay, crafting. Alright, convince the bookmaker to organize a fight. Bookkeeper, bookmaker.
Good day. Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
On what would we be betting?
On the fights in the arena. You never heard of them? Quite a few come here and bet fortunes.
And do they win?
A few do. Others have less luck. But they do get the thrill either way, you see. And that's all that counts.
I want to challenge the champion of the arena.
A champion? Really? Now, you were asking about Candy Cane. It wouldn't be him that sent you here by any chance.
No, no one has sent me. I'm looking to make a reputation for myself.
Ah, that sounds better. You know that in order to attain supreme glory, there are a few rungs on the ladder. None of my champions will make a trip to fight against someone barely known.
Even if I promise that the spectacle will be worth the journey.
No one cares about promises. Prove yourself in the arena and win at least the 3rd challenge, and people will start to listen to you.
Very well. We'll see each other again soon.
At least you have the right attitude. That's summit.
I will leave you alone until your reputation in the arena is established. There's no point in me following your trail for days.
Yes, that's wiser. It could take some time.
Let me know if you need me.
Of course, Petrus.
Well, and back to get more fighting people. Hey, Kurt. Kurt, buddy. We're besties, right? You want to fight in the arena with me? Me and Vasco? Yeah? Missed my turn. Oh. Could have just swapped out my companions here. Huh. Good to know.
Ready to excite the crowd? Perfect. As soon as you're ready, you can jump right in. Here for your greatest pleasure, our team of excellence. Once again, they are here to kick up the sound of the arena. And let's go! To my help!
On my blade.
And let's go! Ready to excite the crowd?
Oh, no, because we have to do it like 3 times. Forgot.
I need to get going.
Huh. A pity. Well, come back again soon.
Stasis bomb worked really well. Your magic bomb.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey. Poison on my blade. You can ward off this fate.
Excellent. And the public really appreciated it. Now that was a challenge well won.
I need to get going.
Huh. A pity. Well, come back again soon.
Alright. Thanks, Kurt. Oh, where the... Oh, there we go.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
I've done what you asked me. Can I have my fight now?
I have to admit that you've surprised me. You have technique and style, and the public does love you. Let me think. There is Briscard, one of our old champions. It's been a while since he fought, but he did ask me to set something up for him. He's not a youngster anymore, but his name is known. And he's a killer, I'm warning you.
This Briscard sounds like the perfect opponent.
A deal! I'll work on getting things ready for the combat and line up the betting. Until then, make sure you're ready. It'll be a duel, your friends will need to stay in their seats. As soon as you're ready, you'll just need to go and see the arena master.
We should go and see Candy Cane so he can set up our deal. So when you win, she will lose her bet.
We're off to see Candy Cane. Go this way, but I don't think this is gonna get us there. Ooh, loot. Oh, but it might do. Hey.
Candy Cane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true, you were right. Let's come back later.
Magnificent feather.
Candy Cane is not here.
I know.
At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true, you were right. Let's come back later.
Yes, maybe. How much is...
Don't hesitate to have a rummage around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for.
Pure iron ore. 16 gold. Get 6 of them. 16 gold. Okay. Yeah. You can buy up to 16, or up to 6 at 16 piece. Guess so. Well, I need it, so.
Goodbye. May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Yeah. I seem to get knocked over a lot, so let's do something that gives me lots of balance. There. Yes. Great, that one. And are there dyes that you can craft? No, I'm. These seem to be the only things that I can craft. You seem to think that this is all fashiony, and I don't think this game cares that much about fashion. If I go into, I know so much brown, right? Again, kind of historically accurate. I can make a stasis mix, a poisoned mix of magic damage, preparation of elemental damage, like just potions and poisons. So many. Ooh, I can make ammo. Might need some of that. But no, as far as uh, upgrading colors, I don't think so. We could up his vigor. We could up his science. We could up his lock picking. What did these give? Oh, fear. Okay. So I upped the studded cuirass that I am wearing to have the science. So let's give him vigor, and that way if I need to swap, I can. And I'll give him the even keel. 6 armor, 6 balance. So he already has the flask and antidotes, which I can't do. That gives him poison resistance and +1 science. And the round spalder giving him 10 armor, 2 balance. So we'll give him 4 armor, more balance. Why not? I've unlocked an achievement in Steam. Hooray! Okay, is it dark now? Is it nighttime? Can we go see the guy about a horse? Music is exciting. Why is the music exciting? Who's about to attack me? Over here? No?
You again? What do you want this time?
Why so defensive? Petrus, you had a proposal to make, I believe.
That's right. I've thought of a little scheme that could make us all very rich. You know me, so you also know I'm quite clever, and that my ideas are always fruitful.
You have a reputation of being a first-class manipulator.
Wait, at least listen to our proposal.
You really take me for an idiot. Gentlemen, teach them not to mess with me again.
Oh, well, that didn't work out so well.
Protect me in this battle.
Bit of poison on my blade.
That's true, you were right. How are we going to influence Cornelia's bets without candy cane?
Have faith, my child. Let's start by searching the body. We will find a way. Let's search the bodies of Candy Cane and his men. It's the only thing to do, other than pray. We're sure to find something of use. Have faith in the clemency of the enlightened.
Man, I just can't do anything right for Petrus today. Yeesh. Letter from the Mother Cardinal to Candy Cane. Candy Cane, I was told of an unprecedented fight between the legate of the congregation and a veteran of the arena. Should I take an interest in it? The odds are not very interesting at the moment, but you may know something that I don't know. I expect to hear from you shortly, using our usual dead drop. Be discreet, even more than you usually are. I have reasons to believe I'm being watched.
Petrus, your prayers have been answered. This crook had a letter from Cornelia on him, and a key.
My child, this letter confirms that our plan may work. Cornelia is interested in your fight.
She also mentioned a secret letterbox for returning the mail. This key probably opens it.
If that is the case, all we have to do is slip in a letter from Candy Cane. I've got it. We'll slip a fake one in, advising him to bet on the fact you will hold on for 5 minutes.
The letterbox is probably not far from here.
Wait, my child. I will first write this fake letter for Cornelia.
Petrus, you would make the perfect criminal.
There is no light without shadow. The enlightened knows it, and knows how to guide the righteous ones.
Right, replace candy cane's mail. Yeah, not far from here. Halfway across town, but not far from here. Can't really get out through here. Ooh. Oh my goodness. That a poison trap. The Teleme is super dangerous tonight. Worn spiked mace. Oh, well, it's super crappy. So, nerp. Uh. Oh, even more. Same weapon, just not as tricked out as my weapon is. My weapon's not that tricked out, let's be real. I have 24 hours. Keep working on Champion of the Arena. Mine as well, huh? Barracks. has to say.
Ready to excite the crowd? Perfect. As soon as you're ready, you can jump right in. You've grown to love their faces. You know their tactics. The excellents are back. And they are now more ready than ever to fight.
Poison on my brain. And let's go!
Excellent. And the public really appreciated it. Now that was a challenge well won.
I need to get going.
Huh. A pity. Well, come back again soon.
Oh, I will. Oh yeah, I leveled up. Get another attribute point level and a talent point in a level. my goodness. Oh, I just want to get back to my house.
Come closer. Don't hesitate. All of our products are a blessing from the Enlightened. We supply the Mother Cardinal herself.
No, oh my goodness. Here we go. Take a nap. Does it make a difference if I do missions at night or in the day? I don't think usually, but this one's on a timer. I have to wait for the fight to take place. I have 4 hours and 45 minutes before that happens. I don't want to around that long.
May the Enlightened bless you.
You've missed the table with your plate. Bits of table.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Good day.
Greetings! May the word of St. Matthias guide you.
Is it you? Your Excellency de Sade? It is an honor to have you here in our city.
Oh, well, thanks.
Greetings.
Nice thing is, every second is about a minute, apparently. So, down the time pretty quick.
Ready to excite the crowd? Ah, there you are. I was told you'd be taking on one of our old champions. Are you ready for the fight? Beware. Contrary to the challenges, this combat must be fought alone. Your friends must remain in the stands.
Yes, I am ready.
So, jump into the arena, and may the better fighter win.
Oh, why can't I shoot my gun? Throw a stasis bomb. Oh.
What a brilliant spectacle. Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you. It wasn't easy.
Kinda was.
And here are your winnings from the combat. You've earned them.
Bravo! A glorious victory, which is made all the sweeter by double compensation.
I don't believe I've ever seen you happier. The thought of holding something over Cornelia seems to do you wonders.
That is true. Politics is an extremely subtle game, and just as satisfying as fighting in an arena.
I imagine we need to go and see her now.
Yes, and I hope you will enjoy the moment every bit as much as I will.
Champion, schmampion. He should be fired. The champion? I mean, he is one of the old champions, so I guess. Alright, this should be super awkward and weird. It was an embarrassment to the arena. That's right, we put him out of his misery. be fair, he was doing okay until I shot him in the face, and I'm sure guns were part of the rules. Of course they were. As was the magic stasis bomb I threw at him. Could he use those? Not my fault he didn't.
Lady de Sardet. And you, Petrus. What can I do for you?
We have come to offer our support. We have learned that the arena was cruel to you.
How do you know that? Oh, I see. You tricked my informer.
We just let him believe that I would lose.
All I did was take the place of your moneylender. You owe me a handsome sum.
All of this just to make me spill the beans, am I right? I didn't expect you to play this kind of game, Your Excellency. It is true, though, that with such a teacher...
Oh, come on, Cornelia. You excel at this game.
It's true. And I also know when to admit defeat. What do you want from me?
We won't use what we know of you, nor what you owe us, so long as you act loyally towards the congregation and Constantine. Is that clear?
Is that what you're expecting? But I'm sure that this sly old fox has something else in mind, right? You hope that I'll support you when you court the rank of cardinal? You haven't learnt your lesson, then? Have you forgotten the abyss into which you plunged because of your ambition last time?
Petrus, what's she talking about?
Cornelia, you don't have the right to use that against me, to disclose what I revealed to you that day.
It was said under the seal of the Enlightened, it's true. But if someone deserves to know, it's her.
No, please.
Since you have no intention of speaking, I will. Petrus knew your mother, child. Your real mother.
My mother? Petrus, is it true? How?
Be damned, Cornelia. It's true. I knew your mother. I used to go to the jail to give my spiritual support to the prisoners of the Prince d'Orsay. That's where I met her. She was alone, afraid, and exhausted. And so strange. Obviously, I had no way of knowing that she came from here. The princes kept their secret well.
Why didn't you tell me about it? You know that my uncle lied to me, and you kept quiet.
I was ashamed. Ashamed of having left her to die in that dead-end pit. Completely alone.
Why talk to others about it, then? Why does she know?
One evening, in a fit of despair, Petrus felt the need to share this great burden with someone.
At the time, you were the ear of the enlightened, Cornelia. You have broken your vows. Ah, damnation. It's better out in the open. I've wanted to tell you about it since I met you. Now that you know, I want to do something in her memory. I will help you find your family here on the island. The prince sent you here to use you. But I can ensure that all of this serves a purpose.
How could I possibly believe you now? You have used me for your scheming and have kept me in the dark.
I understand how you feel, my child. Let's wait a little, until you've taken it all in. Time heals the wounds of the soul. Come back and see me when you are ready. As for you, Cornelia, remember what we have on you. You no longer have the upper hand.
Be careful, de Sardet. You now see the real Petrus, sly and opportunistic.
Well, good. I lost two things. Reputation points with Petrus. Gained 3 back. Okay, fair. You're off to bed. Okay. I can't guarantee if I'll get in many fights or not. I will win every fight that I get into. How's that? I hope you have a good night, Nate. Catch you tomorrow. Ask for the help of the best doctor in Hikmet. The suffering of Constantine. Which means traveling. Town is Hikmet. Taking these stairs like 5 at a time. Bye! Some of the dead weight here.
Quintessence of alchemy. The best potions and the most efficient concoctions.
A bit of poison on my
Here
blade.
comes our penny
Let's go!
ball. Watch out! Grenade!
Come and take this. The word of this fight.
A bit shooty in this town too. Good thing I didn't commit to not getting into any fights.
Halt! No one enters!
Oh. Not that way.
brutes! Leave me! I will follow you nowhere!
Come now, be reasonable. Our people require the talent of a doctor, and we would prefer to have the best. But an accident is quick in coming. We wouldn't want to have to settle for second best.
I do not know what these brutes want with the doctor, but we cannot let them get away with this.
Well, well. What do you want?
You need to leave the doctor alone.
Is that so? Well, let's see if you can live up to your gigantic mouth.
Ow. Excuse me.
Bit of poison
I think grenade in this tiny confined space is not super. Oh.
What a terrible mess. What a bunch of idiots. Thank you for your help. I don't know where they wanted to take me, but those brutes had the most detestable manners.
I'm happy to have been of service. Nevertheless, our presence was not a coincidence.
Are you in need of a doctor?
Indeed. My cousin is suffering from the Malachor. I know that there's no cure yet.
But you still hope. Because surrender is unbearable. I know that. I came here because I couldn't bear to watch the sick die any longer. I had hoped to never see a case of this disgusting disease. Yet here you are.
Your experience with the disease might be helpful in treating his symptoms while we...
You hope that a few days can bring you what we couldn't find in years? You are extremely naive. I would like nothing more than to send you looking for help elsewhere. But I cannot refuse you. Not after your intervention back there. You are so helpful, and it is only right that I return the favor. I shall leave immediately for New Serene. I'll do my best to help your cousin with the pain. That's all that I'm in a position to promise.
Thank you, Doctor. I won't ask for anything more.
This woman is the best Alliance doctor on this island. If anyone can cure your cousin, it's her.
She didn't seem to think she could do much.
We can only hope that she will manage to alleviate his condition.
Oh, this poor lady doesn't have a bedroom. Why are there leaves all over the place?
At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of How do I get out of this damn town? Traffic jam!
exploring, shall we?
Bit of poison on my brain. Then let's go!
Oh, not there. Get up. Nope. Let's go exploring, I said. It'll be fun.
Bit of poison on my brain. Then let's go! Let's see if you can warn this fight.
This is grizzly. I don't know. Um, takes your
Quest! Get out! Who do you think you are to defoil our ritual? One of those mind shakers, no doubt.
Aiden, it is your duty to assure we are not interrupted.
1,000 pardons, Tien. It is indeed one of those mind shakers.
A mind shaker? Look at him more closely, Aiden. He is an Almanawi. Present yourself, and tell me why you interrupt our ceremony.
My name is Desade. I have come looking for you to ask for your help.
I greet you, Donegad. We are so sorry to have interrupted your ritual. But my friend truly needs your advice.
Don't excuse yourself. Are you the daughter of Bladnid? Are you not a Denegad as well?
It is true, but my powers of healing are far less powerful than your own.
Then, how can I help you?
My cousin suffers from a terrible sickness. The Malikor.
I do not know this sickness. But perhaps we call it by a different name.
It turns the blood black and provokes terrible suffering. And alas, it is fatal in all cases.
We've never seen the ailing touched by such a sickness. And I doubt I am able to heal your cousin.
We are looking for a remedy, but urgently need to relieve his pain. Could you slow the progression of the sickness? Keep him from suffering?
In that, I can help you. I know how to make one forget the pain, even the most severely wounded.
But Tiern, with all that is happening now, you cannot leave to visit this ill person.
It is true. My village needs me now. I cannot leave. I must attend them.
What is going on? Perhaps we can help you.
Truly? You?
Do they have a choice, Aiden? They do really seem to have need of me, don't they?
Well then, tell us what we need to do.
The situation has become unbearable. And it all started when these mind shakers began arriving. They wanted to convert everyone and take them to another place. Turn them away from us. And of course, the village folk would not be persuaded. But the mind shakers remained.
And it was also at that time the Tenland started to attack. It is not their way to do as such.
There are many wounded, and recently many have gone missing. We must discover from where these monsters come.
I can try and talk sense into the missionaries, perhaps with the help of Bishop Petrus. As for the attacks of the creatures, I will see what I can do. But I need more information.
Our master hunter, or the families of the Taken, could most likely help you.
Very well. I'll take care of it. Make preparations to accompany us. The days are burning like very thin candles.
Do not worry. If you see to the concerns of my village, I will be most happy to accompany you.
Let's go and see this master hunter. He should be able to tell us more about these attacks. Good day. Are you the master hunter?
Beurtir tu madre, Naixe. I am indeed one and the same person. What do you want of me?
The Donegad Katasach spoke to me about the animal attacks. Could you tell me more?
The Tenlands have been angered. They are very angry. The beasts have always lived here, but they only attack if we tread near their nest. Of late, they attack on sight. There have been many wounded, and some of our young have even disappeared. It may be that the Tenlands killed them, but it is also possible they followed the missionaries.
What can you tell me about the Tenlands?
They are normally very peaceful creatures, very calm, but who defend their young with fury. During the attacks, I noticed that they were not all the same. Not all from the same nest.
What do you mean?
That the other beasts don't come from here, but from other places. And that they are coming more and more often.
Were there many victims?
Many wounded. Thanks to the healing powers of the Doneigad, they survived. But the attacks happen more and more often. And they come with greater fury. I try to chase them away, to destroy any nests that I found, but still, more of them come. And now our children disappear. The stress alone could kill our village.
Can you tell me who they are?
A young fisherman and a gatherer. You will find the sister of the woman and the brother of the man in the village.
I will go and see them. I believe I can help you in your fight against the Tenlands. How would you advise me to go about it?
You must destroy their nests. It's sad, but the only way to stop their numbers growing. There are most likely 3 around here. I can point you in the direction to one that I discovered. I would have taken care of it, but my village cannot spare my presence here. I must keep watch. I did not find the 2 others. Some in the village may know where to find them.
And how would I go about destroying the nests?
You must burn them and kill the dominant one, or else they will build again. We see them especially at dawn. After that, we no longer see them. But be careful, Renaxe. The night belongs to the Tenlands. That is when they are most awake. Going out at night is very dangerous.
I thank you for your advice. We shall go and destroy the nest come dawn. Isn't it odd that these creatures who are normally passive have become so aggressive?
Yes. Yes. This has never happened in my lifetime.
What do you know? Speak. Lives are at risk.
I do not speak of things I am not sure of. The Renaigse, like you, do not understand the bond we have with nature.
Is there anything that we might be able to do for you?
Besides destroying their nests and fighting the Tenlands, do you know the art of crafting weapons? Our artisan was among the wounded, and my weapon is broken.
I can try to repair it.
Here, in this condition, it is of no use to me at all.
I must be going. Katazak advised us to speak with the families of those missing. Perhaps they might know where the Tenlands have built their nests.
Suppose they have crafting place. I bet that is a campsite. not give me a weapon? Fix? Are these the Tenlins? Yep. These thick-shelled creatures live in groups. They are generally not aggressive if you do not approach their nests. On the other hand, someone putting their eggs at risk will have to face them and will have to be wary because they have an amazing capacity to bury themselves and carry out surprise attacks. Oh, good. Our brass tenlins. The copper tenlin is stronger and more powerful than its cousin. But this is a brass tenlin. Are brass tenlins and copper tenlins the same thing? How do I know what their nest looks like? to loot this one? Okay, fine.
Here is your weapon. It is just like new.
Thank you. You have given it back its purpose. It belonged to my master before me, and you have understood its nature. It may be that you are more on Almanawi than Renaigse, and that you will one day see as we. During my walks, I saw a great Tenlan of clear skin. The others seemed to follow him. I felt that he called them, that he fed them rage, and that his place is not here.
Why didn't you try to kill it?
He is very strong, and the others protect him. I was only able to track him to his lair, a cavern. I placed traps all around it, but all were avoided. He is clever.
You say he doesn't have his place here. What do you mean?
That he was brought here to attract the others and make them rage. By men, the Renaigse. But I cannot prove this. That is why I did not wish to voice these thoughts. I feel it, nothing more.
What do you know about the missionaries?
The Mind Shakers. They came here before the attacks of the Tenlands and buzz around us like flies. They speak of light, of demons, and the soul. Their words make little sense. All that they want is for us to join their village, and that we serve them as if they were Tiern. They want to make us Renaigse. They want to sever our bond with our lands. Their words do not touch those old enough to understand. But the young are sometimes swayed and listen. They follow them to their Eden village, and they become their servants. Their bond is cut.
Have you tried to fight them?
No, but some have fought. Because they treat the young girls badly. I think if not for the attacks, no one would have turned to them and their light. But hope fled our village. And the weak of courage have doubts and listen to their lies.
It sounds as if the attacks began at a timely moment for the missionaries. I must be going. Good day. My name is Desarde from the congregation. I've been told that someone dear to you has disappeared.
Yes, my little brother. He left to go fishing, like every day, and he did not return.
Your Donegad asked me to help you. Any information you can give me would be very useful.
This is true? I hope your words to be heartfelt. My insides are twisting in fear that my brother is lost.
Can you describe your brother for me?
He is young, rather tall and strong. The girls find him handsome. He is such a nice boy, but he is wild off the tether, and often his curiosity gets him in trouble.
Can you tell me more precisely when he disappeared? Where and under what circumstances?
It was 2 days past. I saw him leave to go fishing, as he was often to do.
And you cannot remember anything out of the ordinary?
No, he was full of joy, full of life. I am so worried about him.
Did your brother have any enemies?
No, I can't think of anyone who would plant strangleweeds in his garden. Perhaps a youthful rivalry. He didn't get along particularly well with the Master Hunter, but it was nothing serious. Perhaps the missionaries. He did get into a fight with them, but they surely wouldn't have taken him.
That could be a lead. Was he close to anyone?
He has been dreamy and more joyful than usual. Those are the signs of someone stricken with love. But he no longer wants to share secrets with me. He told me that he has grown beyond the shadow of his brother. And the birds in his branches are his.
What do you think most likely happened to him?
He could have come face to face with Tenlands. They've become angry of late. But he knew how to avoid them. He might have had a run-in with the Mindshakers as well. He got into a fight with them a while back. Because of a young girl in our village.
You think the missionaries might have sought vengeance?
I don't know. But he might have went to find them in their village. He bears no good feelings towards them.
I will go and see. Maybe they can tell me more. I must be leaving. Good day. I have been sent here by your Donegad. He asked me to help you.
I hope he is right, and that you are not like the Mindshakers. My sister has gone missing.
It is for that very reason that I am here. To attempt to find her, or to understand.
Then I will tell you what I know.
Your sister, what does she look like?
She is a very beautiful young woman. Kind and sweet. I miss her so very much.
Is she very careful? Does she know she should be wary of the beasts?
Oh yes, she knows it very well. But she has been star-eyed of late. And the stars make you forget all caution.
How long has she been missing?
2 nights have gone by since. She told me that she was going to gather berries. It was early in the day, but she never returned. I called for her from the edge of the village, in vain, and the Tenlands were roaming.
Do you know where she usually goes picking?
Certainly, in the clearing. We find a great many berries there.
Is there anyone in the village that might want her harmed?
No, everyone loves her. Maybe a little too much.
Why do you say that?
She is beautiful and young. The Mindshakers took notice. And the boys of the village did as well.
What do you think likely happened to her?
She might have been attacked by the Tenlands. But it was early, and they come out mostly at night.
You think it might have been something else?
I hope. Even if it is a strange hope. Perhaps she was taken by the Mindshakers. They were pestering her the other day. They behaved without respect. A boy intervened and chased them off.
But do you think that they might have captured her outside of the village? That merits inspection. Your sister, by chance, was she fond of a young fisherman who also disappeared?
They have known each other since they were little. Like all the children of the village, they have always been friends.
Only friends?
Yes. He defended her when the Mindshakers wanted to take her. But she is promised to another.
I couldn't care less about her reputation. An engagement can be broken. If you know anything at all.
I have told you all I know. My sister is certainly wounded somewhere, or taken by the Mindshakers.
Very well. Let's continue.
I bet they ran off.
I must leave now.
I bet they ran off. Speak to... mental damage, alchemical, doohickeys.
blade. Then let's go!
This is one of the 3 nests that I need to destroy.
What is? Where? Oh, there.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Their dominant only went out at dawn. I would be better to come back later. It's dawn. The ideal moment. I must kill the dominant before destroying the nest.
Woo!
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Thought that was like somebody drowning in the river.
This is one of the 3 nests that I need to destroy.
Poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
The ideal moment. I must kill the dominant before destroying the nest.
A bit of poison on my... A bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Itinerant Priest's Diary page. Heading east towards New Serene, I heard some travelers talking about a treasure which they had hidden behind the lone tree on the cliff. I'm worried these people might be bandits, and the famous treasure is the fruit of their looting. Treasure? May the enlightened come to my aid! Doesn't look like Enlightened came to his aid at all. Raged Dantrig. Merchants beware, one of these beasts that the natives call Dantrig is attacking everything that comes near the north of the river. Those who follow the path that gives access to Tir Dub through the natural dam must be especially prudent. Whoever kills this enraged beast will be offered a reward.
Good day. I am the legate of the congregation of merchants on this isle. Might I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Our allies from the continent are always welcome among us. What do you want to know?
Could you tell me what your mission here is?
We must return these lost souls to the light and guide them so that they might receive the revelation. We have constructed the perfect village, Eden, where they might discover peace. In this protected paradise, they can receive divine teachings and join the illuminated, chosen people.
Have you heard about the Tenlin attacks on the village?
I didn't know those creatures were given that name, but yes, we have heard talk about the attacks. We offered them our help and some comfort in their most difficult hour.
In exchange for some inspiring conversation, I suppose.
Of course. These horrible beasts have most certainly been sent by the demons of this isle. To chase only a few away would be of no use. If they truly desire peace, they must see the light.
You haven't been victim of these attacks.
On occasion, yes. But thanks to the Illuminated, we were able to chase them away with little effort.
You seem to assert that the attacks of these Tenlins is somehow linked to the demons on the Isle, whereas these are creatures that the natives have always known. They nest beside them.
These are familiar beasts, but hasn't anyone informed you that their patterns have changed? These creatures have been riled up by the demons of the island, who have come to realize we are near victory. Sending them against these poor people, they maintain them in a state of fear and obedience to their shaman healer. There is only one way to truly make these attacks cease, my child. Convert these people. Defeat these demons.
The Doneigad wishes your departure. You disturb the tranquility of their village.
And you expect us to obey him? Haven't you understood that he is a servant of the island's demons? To leave would be to abandon the simplistic souls of all those that follow him, ceding victory to the demons. No, my child. We will not leave this place until the light shines over every dwelling.
The Doneigad wishes your departure. You disturb the tranquility of their village.
And you expect us to obey him?
I already did that part.
Haven't you understood that he is a servant of the island's demons? To leave would be to abandon the simplistic souls of all those that follow him, ceding victory to the demons. No, my child. We will not leave this place until the light shines over every dwelling.
I must go. We are going to need to find some leverage if we want to force these missionaries to leave. Perhaps searching through their belongings will give us something we can use to put pressure on them.
Yes, let's go rifling through their stuff.
One more thing.
Yes?
I must go.
Nope.
One more thing.
Yes?
Nothing.
I must go.
journal of the missionary mother. Our mission is taking much longer than anticipated. These poor savages cling to their childish beliefs and refuse to see the light that could save their souls, and we must show the greatest patience to convince them one by one. Alas, this unexpected reluctance is weighing on the morale of my colleagues, and I surprised one of them as he was forcing himself on one of these children. He seemed full of remorse, and he assured me that he would not do it again. But I am convinced that he is not the only one who sinned, that it was not the first time such a thing happened. What fools! Now I must do everything in my power to ensure that their deeds remain secret. If our order or the Mother Cardinal ever learns of them, we will all be sent back to the continent, or even sentenced. Wow, that got really dark. Wow. Might have to put a trigger warning on this video. Whoa, okay.
How can these so-called religious men dare to abuse these young people? I thought that the word of the Enlightened was very clear on this subject.
They do not see us as fellow humans, so they think they can do anything they want to us.
One more thing.
Yes?
I found a document in your belongings. The contents is quite enlightening. Your missionaries have forgotten the divine teachings. Are not all forms of abuse against your religious commitment?
A few missionaries did stray from the path. This is true. But our mission is too vital to let their zealous natures dissuade us. You should have never read that.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's
Well,
go!
I did. Doesn't make it any better. Oh, the light. I don't want to hear it. Got my weapon, please. I want my flaming hammer of justice.
Stop! We lay down our weapons.
Well, now leave the region and do not return.
We shall not forget the manner in which you have treated us, but you shall not see us here again.
I hope you don't forget the manner in which we treated you. Freaking pedos? Suppose, to be fair, they are using the term girl. Could be fairly used loosely. So, don't know how old she is. Might not be pedophilia at all. Still, sexual assault is sexual assault. magic trap? Yeah. No. Oh, really? Health potion. Yeah, level 25. Now I can use one of those fancy swords, I think. They'll have another point to use. Talents. Intuition. Lockpicking. Let's do intuition. Okay. Now where am I? Oh, camp area. Good. Need one of those. Craft myself some stuff. I need some armor ointment. Ooh, and I can make a lot of that. I want some greater armor ointment. Nope. Fine. Ah, agility 5.
Then let's go!
The hunter told me that I would find a nest in this area. Their dormant only went out at dawn. I would be better to come back later.
Heal altar? Oh. Oh.
It is dawn. I must go to the night with the full disclosure.
Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this trait!
The third nest is destroyed. The Master Hunter will no doubt be relieved to hear it.
Bit of poison on my... Then let's go!
It just gave up. Seriously?
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Bit of poison on my blade.
Wow. Oh, this one's broken.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Your armor will no longer protect you.
Oh. Well. Yay. That fulfills the contract for the missionaries.
basket full of berries and a trap full of fish. All of it scattered and half eaten by beasts. Our 2 lost souls were here together. They must have been attacked, or they wouldn't have left their takings. Let's search the area. Maybe we can find their trail. But cavern seems to be home to some creatures. Let's be wary. It could very well be the lair of that great Tenlin the hunter spoke of.
Go around the other way. So they're not facing us. No, just kidding. Can't do that. Alright. Oh my goodness. Move, you guys.
One is older than the others. Judging from his clothing, he was a missionary. The 2 others are more recent. A man and a woman. No doubt our missing couple. They were dragged here and devoured alive. What a tragic fate.
Oh, there's more! No! No, 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 no!
Let's see if you can.
Let's return to the village. Their families need to be informed.
Message found on the dead body of a missionary. Hilarious. Be especially prudent bringing the large white Tenlin inside this cave. It is terribly ferocious, and the other beasts obey its orders. Our whole plan depends on it, so try not to become another of its victims. Yep, missionaries brought it in.
I can't believe that these missionaries used such a ruse to achieve their goals. 2 youths died because of them.
Now you understand why some of us fight against the Renaigse. Their words are always sweet, but all they bring is death.
poison on my blade. Let's go!
That's a long fall. No thanks. Okay. Fine. Oh, I didn't really want to fight you guys again. Why are there bandits so close to my camp? Seems like a problem. No, we're not going. Come on, Vasco. I'm going to go break the news to the families. Call that end of today's adventures. Oh, Vasco. I'm going to town.
Well, Onol Manawi, have you found my brother?
I found him, but I'm truly sorry. Your brother is dead.
Andevushtire. May the earth welcome him. I felt it. How did it come to pass? He knew every stone on our lands. It couldn't have been an accident.
He had a liaison with a young girl from the village. They would meet in a clearing. They must have forgotten the hour. Night took them by surprise, and a Tenlin crossed their path. I found both of them in the cavern of the beast.
How terrible. Why did he go to see the girl in secrecy? They could have... I must recover his body. To give it up to the earth, as is our custom. Where is it?
With the body of the girl he loved, in a cavern near the clearing. But it is a dangerous place. Other Tenlins might still be roaming there, though I did kill quite a few.
I have a duty owed to my little brother. Thank you, Onol Manawi. I will not forget this.
I must be leaving.
Do you have any news? Do you know where my sister is?
Yes. I'm truly very sorry.
Oh no. Nah. Ser Tonsidag, please do not tell me that she is dead.
I found her body in the lair of a great Tenlin, not far from the clearing.
But how could she have been surprised by the beasts? She knew the danger.
She went out to meet the young fisherman. The time must have flown by, into the night. I am so sorry. We found them both dead.
I must bring her body back to carry out the rite.
You should not go alone. I killed as many as I could, but it would be better to be prudent.
I shall follow your counsel, Onol Manawi. 2 deaths are enough. Thank you. Thank you.
I must leave now. The nests are destroyed. And with the death of the White Tenlin, the attacks should cease. We were even able to convince the missionaries to leave. Katasak should be willing to follow us now. Let us go and find him.
I can see from your face that you were victorious.
Indeed. I put the White Tenlin down, who was enraging his kind, and destroyed their nests. The attacks should no longer be troubling you. I also encouraged the missionaries to leave. They will not return.
I regret that violence was necessary to make them go, but I thank you all the same.
In the end, we found the missing young ones. Alas, too late. Devoured by wild beasts.
Undivorced tier end. You did well on Almanawi. Now they should be able to find the rest.
Will you accompany me now? My cousin needs your help.
I have packed what is needed. I am ready to journey with you.
This pain, it'll be the death of me.
I can't control my body. It's like being a stranger in a marionette set ablaze. Consumed by a smouldering fire. The moment's growing near, isn't it? Am I about to surrender my ghost to the Reaper of Souls? You flutter in just when you're needed, cousin. As always. Who are you? Your hand is cold as ice.
Your cousin is burning.
That is such a relief.
Let me present Katasak, Constantin. He is the greatest healer on the island. He will help you.
Please, stay.
I am here for you, Urnaxe, and I will not leave until I found a way to ease your pain and suffering. Fill your mind with the patience of the ocean. I know not how much time I will need. I've never seen such a sickness. The spirits of your lands must be quite horrendous to cast down such evils upon the peoples that live there.
Thank you. All that science surgeon of the Alliance was good for was letting blood. Until he'd run out of vials. I give you my last ounce of hope. Thank you, cousin. I don't want to imagine my plight without your intervention.
So, I guess about the next thing.
My fair cousin! Come closer and tell me what brings you...
I don't want to come closer.
How are you feeling? Are you in great pain?
This sickness is horrible, believe me. Now I understand what your mother went through. But you have not come to hear my complaints. Speak. It will give me something else to ponder.
I wanted to inform you of our progress in the attempt to discover a cure. As you advised me, I followed the leads shared by our allies, none of which led anywhere. However, they pointed in the same direction, towards a sort of god that the natives worship. They call him Enon Mil Frictimen, the god of many faces. He is very powerful and protects the island.
How can you be sure that it's not some sort of myth? Even a superstition?
I saw it take shape with my own eyes, during a ritual. It is possible that the Malachor is the expression of its vengeance.
You are referring to the secret we unearthed. The entire continent is paying today for the errors of our grandparents. It is a terrifying perspective.
But if it were true, he must also be able to help us heal.
Katasak, my friend. I saw you flinch hearing that name. You were familiar with this being.
All of the Donegada know him, even in their flesh. He is Tirfradi. It is with him we make our bond, but I would be surprised that he is at the origin of your sickness. He is generous and only rages when attacked and wounded.
I fear that is exactly what we did. Cousin, I know that I ask much of you, but I have no choice. You need to go and find this magical being. I won't survive for much longer. Beg him. Offer him all that he wants, but we must have this remedy. I need it.
I shall do all in my power, Constantin. I promise you. But is there a way to communicate with him? I was already sent to fight a guardian under that pretext, in the hopes that it would kill me.
There is a way so sacred that even we Donegada cannot use it. Enon Mil Frictimen decides. It is not I who judges your intentions. Go and find Glendon, the sage of the village council of Dorhagenadu. If he deems you worthy, he will guide you. To be able to speak with him, you must present this seal. It will prove that you are the friend of a member of the council.
I had no idea that such a talisman was required.
You have not yet been named Mal of your clan, Siora, daughter of Bladned. When this has come to pass, we will give you a seal that allows you to give voice to your friends when visiting the council.
It is a symbol of great trust. Why are you awarding me this?
I do not wish to lose the soul who has put their life in my hands. And also, you have proven you are our friend back there in my village.
Thank you, Katasak. I will not forget this honor you bestow upon me. And thank you, fair cousin, for everything.
Alright, well, with that, I'm going to call it a night. One main quest now. Hooray, for now. Side quests. Still have cartography. Haven't done anything with this Professor Serapet's footsteps. I've found one out of 3. I don't know where to find it. If I follow that quest, maybe it'll show me. Inside. Figures. The sins of Father Petrus. Boy. Ptolemy, help those missionaries. Afra's quest, Islander knowledge. I feel like there's another Kurt quest. Or Moscow.
Glad to see you, my friend. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
Talk with Kurt about?
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
I must leave you.
Afra has a quest. Petrus has a quest. Like Siora. I think we're getting there. But thanks for watching. Thanks for spending your Sunday or Monday or whenever you're watching this with me. I will be back next Sunday. Should be back next Sunday. About same time, 6:30 Central. And if you're interested in Guild Wars, I do World v World Wednesdays every Wednesday, about 7:30 a.m. Central, for a few hours. Always a good time. Otherwise, I will chat at you guys later. Have a good night.